Marriage. It's bigger than the wedding day. Nobody gets weddinged. You get married. Because marriage is the lifelong union of a man and a woman as husband and wife.
Not every husband and wife will have a child, but every child has a mom and a dad. And that timeless reality is what makes marriage our most important social institution.
It's a personal promise with a public purpose. That's where DOMA comes in, a federal law known as the Defense of Marriage Act.
Congress said about DOMA, society has a deep and abiding interest in encouraging responsible procreation and child-rearing. Government has an interest in marriage because it has an interest in children.
DOMA defends the personal promise because of the public purpose. In 1996, DOMA was overwhelmingly passed in Congress by both Democrats and Republicans, and it was then signed into law by President Clinton.
DOMA doesn't tell anyone how to live or stop anyone from living the way they choose. DOMA also doesn't stop individual states from debating marriage.
And today, the people in 32 states have debated the issue, and all 32 reaffirmed marriage.
In every single state. But same-sex activists ignore that debate and have instead launched lawsuits, a lot of lawsuits, many directly at DOMA, all in the hopes of using the courts to force their redefinition of marriage on everyone else. Unfortunately, they have a powerful ally.
My administration is no longer defending DOMA in the courts. I believe the law runs counter to the Constitution, and it's time for it to end once and for all. It should join Don't Ask, Don't Tell in the history books.
Well, while we're on the subject of history, our history books do say something about marriage. They tell us that other groups have tried to redefine marriage before.
Like polygamists in the 1800s, racists in the 1900s, and of course, same-sex activists today. And every time, marriage wins.
History proves marriage works, because without DOMA, activists tell us to pretend that marriage is only a personal promise with no public purpose.
These same activists would then put into law for future generations a message we know is not true.
Because while times have changed, humanity, as a gendered species, has not. That's why marriage defines us, because marriage describes us.
Marriage mirrors the reality that the two halves of humanity were made to join together for a special purpose, because a mother and a father matter. It's not just a combination of loving people that matter.
A mom and a dad each give separate, distinct, and irreplaceable gifts in parenting, and the institution of marriage seeks to ensure that as many children as possible can receive those gifts.
This is the timeless truth that DOMA defends. And that's why Alliance Defending Freedom defends DOMA.
We will defend marriage in the courts, knowing that we strengthen and protect marriage because marriage strengthens and protects us.